What's going on, incredible people? Just Incredible here with another incredible review. Man, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, like, I am really loving this line, this Masterverse line. Now, I did start collecting the retro line, but I mean, for me, I didn't grow up collecting those, and so like I kind of stopped because it just wasn't me. Like, I was getting them for the sake of getting them, but I'm gonna get into that a little bit later in this video. But first, we're gonna go over two of the newest characters from the latest wave. So we got the sorceress and we got Shadow Weaver here. So I'm gonna start with the sorceress. Everything you see is everything you get. She comes with 2 extra hands, one open, and it's kind of weird looking. Like, okay, don't zoom in, man. All right, it's kind of like a weird, I mean, it can hold the staff, but I'm not quite sure what it would be used for. And then she comes with a left hand to grab the staff. But as you see, I basically got her holding that in. This hand was weird. I opened it up to try to like make it look like she's like, I don't know, doing some kind of power, but that's not why I like her. What I like about this is, first of all, I'm a sucker for soft goods, and this definitely delivers. One thing I will say though is, obviously this is in feathers. It's more like a cape-esque, and you got like the feathers here. Not really sure how they would have been able to pull that off, so I'm not really complaining. So as you can see, to put it over her arms, got the little scrunchies right there, so that when she opens her hands up like this, boom, you got it. And like I said, this is a $20-something figure, like 22 bucks. I got this from Big Bad Toy Store. They delivered it pretty fast, and so happy with that. In fact, my stuff is coming in too fast. Like, I had to like cancel a lot of pre-orders because, man, like my wallet can't take no hits like that. So pretty much the same mold as you see down here, same legs. You know, I'm not trying to be funny, but it's probably like the same legs. This makes me think of Frosta or Tila, in which when people, once again, people are like, I'm starting to notice, like, this is no offense, but there's a lot of fucking crybabies in this community, and I'm like, damn, dog, what did I get myself into? Like, I really watch grown men who act like they don't know what it is. Like, now the Bucky Cap mold, I get it, but when you grab a figure and like, it's the same mold as the other girl, well, no shit, they've been doing that since I was a kid. 90% of the Masters of the Universe retro line is the same mold. The 4 brothers is the same damn turtle in the original Playmates, just with a different color. Like, come on, man. Act like you know what it is. I'm pretty sure these are the same exact mold, but just different. And I'm gonna get into it in a minute why I think that. But anyway, I don't mind. It gets the character across. It proves the point. I'm good. I didn't pay out the ass to get the one the 4 Horsemen did, the classics, which that line looked cool. If I had been there at the beginning, I would have jumped on that. But we see what happened. It stopped, and so they didn't finish that line. So you pretty much left with a half-ass line. No thanks. But just this toy-esque, just for posing purposes, I'm with it. There's her face scope. I actually like this. I don't know what about her I like, but I do. Here's a little staff. It's not much to it. Yeah, it could have been cool to give it a wash. I have Gundam pens and paint, so I might, but I might not. Like, I want to leave it as toy-esque, as original as possible, because there's nothing really wrong with it. So there's not much to say about it. Like, I just like this line. I mean, it is 100% for me. I have several different, I have this, the retro, and I have only like 2 of the classics that I got on Amazon that was real cheap. They're like side characters, but that's her. It's not much to these characters. They just pumping them out, and how many other lines are really pumping these out next to McFarlane? Like, this line and Mattel's retro, they're just pumping them out. Like, every quarter there's like 6 figures that you can get. So moving on, here's Shadow Weaver. They painted her fingernails. I'm surprised they did that. So those are her 2 hands, neither of which I used. And comment down below, it might just be me, but is she a trolling? Is she a trolling? Like Orko's people? I mean, she might not be, but I was like, wait a minute. She got on the hood. She got on the ninja mask. All you see is her eyes. She's wearing red. Yo, she's a trolling. But unlike Orko, she has this little staff here. Don't know much about Shadow Weaver. Like I said, I watched the Netflix series, the new reboot. I didn't grow up watching this or He-Man. It's just like, if I like the characters, I like them. And I liked the figures, and so my connection is more so, as blasphemous as it is, the Netflix series, which I liked that series, but they unfortunately didn't come out with it. So she comes with this little, let's see if I can take it off, base. So basically, and I think that's pretty cool that they thought to do that. But without it, can she stand without the base? Like, if you really didn't want her to, yes, she can. I don't know why you wouldn't want her to, though. Like, even Orko came with a base, and it goes under there. So it's like multi-layered. Now, the thing I think is cool about her, you see this right here? She has 1, 2, 3 different posabilities. So, like, you can really get her into some, like, poses if you want. Like, it's almost like a mermaid. Like, I feel like the kneecaps, they stop with that. So as posable as those figures are, she is as well. So it's 1, 2, and this midsection, 3. And of course you got Hordax, little Horde symbol, you know, she rolling with Batman. I had to put her arms through this soft goods again, so it goes through there. At first I had her rocking it without it, but as you see, like, it can be sleeveless, which it looked kind of cool to me, but I was like, why is this folded? And I was like, oh yeah, it goes in there. So you got the little flame effects that I got on there. I think that's kind of cool. Who y'all Marvel Legends? Put that back in there real quick. So, you know what I mean? Like, I don't expect much out of this line, but like I said, back in 21, the Masterverse, from the Netflix, it was just clogging the pegs. And I was like, you know what? It looks so tight. So once again, like I said in my first video that I ever did for Master Universe, I was like, yo, I grabbed that Battle Cat and He-Man, and it was so good for that price. I mean, this is still less than like most Marvel Legends. And so, like, I get it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not one of those people that's going to be like, well, this is plastic. Come on, dog. Why do you think Jordans cost more than Air Max? It's the name. It's always the name. What the hell are you... Another thing, what do people be thinking? I don't want to rant, but I mean, for real, let's be real. You can buy a Corvette. That engine is the same engine in a higher trim Camaro. So why am I paying more for a Corvette than the Camaro? Now you can argue like weight distribution and all that stuff. Let's keep it real. It's the badge. It's the name. It's a Corvette, period. Like, this can have the same amount of plastic as a Marvel Legends, or bring up G.I. Joe. Like, when a lot of G.I. Joe figures drop, people cry about the prices, but it's fucking G.I. Joe. It's made its statement over the past 40 something years. Like, it's paved the way. It's G.I. Joe. It's not, you can't say you can get the same knockoff. I can get this figure, same plastic. No, man. I can tell when people are just bitching for the sake of bitching. Like, hey, here's $5 for your blood, sweat, and tears and your creativity. Give it to me. No. So anyway, I didn't mean for that to go on that long, but y'all stay tuned for a comparison. All right, homies and homettes, here we got the Sorceress next to her retro play version. As you can see, like, the differences. So like how they gave her that plastic cape or plastic wings in the back, but it really looks like she's not really sorcerer-esque. I mean, this is good for, you know, a relaunch, but I mean, for like $5 more, I can get this. Now, I know this is nostalgic, but to me, that's like the retro Ninja Turtles in the Super 7. Like, Super 7 is superior. I mean, I don't care what I grew up with. Like, it just is. But that's a whole lot different price versus 17 and 23, 22, 23. I forget. She's under 25, so there you have it right there. But as you see, I got them both. Screw it. And the one that came with Castle Grayskull. But I like this color scheme. Hopefully they come out with the one that was on the 2000X series. Like, I am all in on this line. I only have select few from the retro. All I need now is the Beastman, and I need Man-at-Arms. I know, right? Good luck with that. Luckily, they re-released Wave 2, and I was able to scoop that up. Hopefully, they re-release Wave 1 and Wave 3, you know, just so I can pick up the ones that I missed out on. So there's those two. Y'all stay tuned. And here we have Shadow Weaver next to her show. And actually, upon pulling these out, I didn't realize how many She-Ra Power Princess I had. As you see, this line is starting to turn out quite well. I know this is remnants of the show and the original toy, but this is my least favorite. And like, to me, there's nothing wrong with it, because I mean, it captures it. It's a good figure. Like, there's nothing wrong figure-wise, except for, like, I don't understand why he didn't have like an actual handle, but maybe the original one didn't. But he's got the soft goods. McFarlane, you need to take notes. But I just don't. It just looks too toy-esque. It just looks, no. like compared to the rest, but I like that it's starting to fill out. And so pretty soon, like I'll have all the Princess of Power. So I think that's what's up. Y'all stay tuned for my final thoughts. My final closing thoughts, these are a major, major, major go. And as Mega J Retro would say, guys, don't sleep on this. Guys, I'm telling you, that Shadow Reaver, in a couple of years, she's going to be worth millions. Don't sleep on this. If you know, you know, man. That dude yo, that's the most optimistic guy that I know. But these are definitely a major goal. They don't break the bank. They're readily available. And they're for people who are not trying to collect for profit. If you actually, like, once again, I had nothing invested in Masters of the Universe until I started with this line. It was such a unique and good line to where it just does the original line justice, you know? So I really say go pick these up. If you want to represent Masters of the Universe and you want even the core people, at least go pick up the Sorceress. You won't be disappointed. If you liked this video, please don't forget to comment, subscribe, comment down below, hit that notification, holler back at your boy. But if you didn't, still hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and turn on notifications. And what do y'all think about this? Is anybody who's watching this picking up this line? Was anybody on the fence about picking up this line because they really haven't heard anything? I know there's a couple of reviews out there, but you never know who might be sponsored, who's just optimistic. Hashtag I have no regrets. One other little note, I don't mind paying full retail price, but every single figure that has gone on, that has been sold for Masterverse has gone on sale at one point or another. So like I picked up my, what is it? The He-Man Faker. It was like $7 at Target because I really didn't want that many damn He-Man, but it was $7. So even if you want to sit out and wait for Target to grab these, you know, at a discount price, I still say pick them up. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Hoo-yah.